Dad's Dungeon Dudes.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Dad's Dungeon Dudes. It's Chris here, your DM for this adventure, as we continue to journey with our heroes through the Verdant Awakening. Now, before we reveal any of the secrets that are hidden behind the shattered atelier where Silas was making his beautiful glass structures, a quick reminder to all our listeners, we'd love to interact with you. And so if you want to send us a link or a comment on one of our podcasts or even an email, we'd love to hear from you and even feature you on one of our future episodes. But today, as we continue down this adventure, we have around the table playing with us
Hugo playing Gabriel Brightwing,
Teddy playing Thornsley Shatterscale,
a guy playing Soldier Noel or vice versa,
Ruben playing Ebony Claw Shadowtooth, and I don't think I'm here. Or am I?
vice versa.
Now, so our heroes are currently in level 4. They're level 4. They've been braving the beautiful and frozen heights of the Jade Spires. And we learned in the past that Silas the Glass Shaper was driven by an overwhelming fear of change, particularly at the Blight. And so he was freezing his entire forest into this flawless, unmoving jade glass to keep it what he considered to be in perfect shape. Now, last week we entered Silas's circular glass dome studios called the Shattered Atelier. And the battle quickly turned terrifying when Silas used a legendary action to freeze all of our 4 heroes inside solid blocks of glass. But our team didn't panic. Thornsley managed to transform into his tiger form and break free from the glass, and then wild-shaped in order to break through Gabriel's glass block entirely. And so free at last, Gabriel lined up his heavy crossbow. He unleashed a heavy bolt with hail of thorns. Ebony Claw closed the distance and dual-wielded his daggers to chip away at Silas's defenses. And before ultimately unleashing his jaws to let out a blistering steam of acid breath that melted right through the Glass Shaper's crystalline skin. Now,
no, that was Teddy with poison.
Oh, with poison spray.
No, acid.
Now, Silas then retaliated by ringing his thunderous shatterwave chime against his shield, and the shockwave pushed our heroes back, ultimately sending Soldrin almost flying off the platform. At the last moment, he actually rolled a natural 20 dexterity save, catch the edge of the chasm of the ledge on the way down to the chasm, and pulled himself back up, and then finally cast a level 2 guiding bolt spell right into Silas's chest, putting him into the bloodied condition. Finally, with one desperate push, Thornsley cast Gust of Wind and Spike Growth, and overwhelmed by the physical and magical onslaught, Silas was eventually driven completely off his platform, and he tumbled down into the chasm, where he was fatally impaled on a jagged spike of his own creation. And that is where we join our game today. So, now the moment Silas strikes the bottom of the chasm, the grand crystal of his studio starts to vibrate, and and what happens is that this monumental shockwave of emerald light and warm, untamed magical air escapes from the chasm, and it violently spreads across, and as you look, you see this wave of stuff exiting across the horizon, and you can see through the windows of this place that he's in. You can see through the windows as this spreads out from this central place, and as you watch, the frost that has encapsulated this entire planet, it seems, this whole world, vaporizes. And as you look out of the studio windows, you see this ripple across the landscape as the cold, rigid, jagged glass that enveloped the trees melts away like spring snow in the sunlight. Then you hear thousands of tinkling little sounds echo through the canyons as this spell completely dissolves, and as the glass melts into into almost like a living water that reveals underneath it the green, beautiful summer pines, the rich soil, the wild forest flowers. And as the spell comes to completion, an eerie kind of silence echoes throughout the world. A moment later, you hear the sound of glorious birds and forest animals chirping through the warm summer breeze as real leaves replace the frozen forest that was there before. And so the Jade Spires are saved. Now, as you turn back to the center of the studio, and as we revealed last week, as Silas dies, a mechanical clink-clink-clink sound starts echoing through the floor, and a heavy stone floor slides across the plate, and underneath you see a dark treasure room. Silas's central platform starts to rotate and slide away, and inside is a spiral staircase that leads into the secret room below. And that's where we find ourselves today. So, what do you want to do, Thornsley?
Well, would all of us be able to take a long rest while checking for any gold down there or anything?
Well, you can't do a long rest and be hunting for treasure at the same time.
So let's
Would we
take a long
do
rest.
a long rest first?
Yep, so you can take a long rest here. Now, first of all, we need to establish who is the leader of today. So I need to roll a d6 and then I will...
D4.
Oh, d4, sorry. Yes, I'll roll a d4 and we shall see who... So, the control crystal ends up on Gabriel's necklace this time round. So that's a little bit exciting.
Finally.
Alright, so I need for you, Gabriel, to roll me a d6 as you start to find... So you look for a little camp on this in the studio. And you find one in a corner. And what this 2 represents is whether or not you're going to have a successful rest without interruption, or whether it's going to be broken. Your rest is going to be broken.
Oh, but I already took it.
So with a 2, what happens is I will roll on my side, and if I roll higher than you, then you are going to have an encounter. So,
An encounter.
What do you mean an encounter?
well, that could be like a random creature that sort of spawns or finds you resting and will
Like
break.
a beholder?
Hold it, no, Silas's corpse, the animated corpse.
And that will break your rest, and so that's...
So, I'll be taking a long rest, so...
Yeah, well, luckily for you, I actually rolled a 1, and so that doesn't matter. So you actually successfully have a long rest, and you wake up refreshed in the morning, and oddly, for the first time since you've come into this world, you actually hear the birds chirping in the sky as you see the sunrise raising across, coming across the forest, and you wake up fully refreshed. Now, before you is the steps down the staircase into the frozen vault, or the secret vault, or you can return back to to the Concord Crystal.
Vault.
Would I be able to run into the vault and pick up as much shinies or gold or anything worth
Well, what do you think, Gabriel?
We all go down together.
I want to go in to the vault.
Yeah, I'm going to run in and hello, my valuables.
I say, not so fast, mister. Then I poison spray him.
No. Okay, you can do that if you want. You're not gonna.
So
hit.
roll an attack roll.
That 1 + 2.
Okay, so that doesn't actually work. And even as you tell him not to do that, you unleash your poison spray, but you completely miss, and you burn down a poor little flower that was right next to where Thornsley was standing.
Hugo, how could you?
All right, so
This is
you
the
descend
only one with the
into and down into the vault. Now, this is
just ready something in case we have an encounter.
Okay,
Is it specifically hostile? I am loading my crossbow, by the way.
why don't you trust me?
Yeah, I trust you. I trust
I
you.
cannot!
I trust Dad.
Shatter. I'm reading level 2 guiding bolt.
And I'm trusting Dad.
Okay. So
my crossbow.
you start descending down into down in the spiral staircase into what is a dark place before you.
Oh, and just before we get to the wait, is there a hole leading to the vault, or is the bottom the vault?
No, this is the staircase leading into what effectively a cave.
Oh yeah,
which is
and I'm
like a
going to
vault.
say,
and
hey,
by the
I
way-
thought this place was called the Jade Spires. It doesn't look so jade anymore, so I'm calling it the forest.
Well, you're not actually entering into the forest. You're entering, as you enter, you actually see a little sign above the staircase as you walk down it called the Room of Floors. Now, as you step down and you continue walking down the steps, step, you eventually reach the bottom of it's kind of like a little bunker. It is wrapped in this coarse, unpolished granite walls. And Silas clearly considered this place to be a place that should be kept secret. He called it his Room of Floors. Now, in front of you, you see shelves lining the walls, and they are stacked with all kinds of warped objects, things that are broken and imperfect in some way. There's bits of cracked pottery, asymmetrical minerals that Silas hid away because they didn't fit his definition of what perfect symmetry looked like. And in the exact center of the room, there is a rough, uncarved stone pedestal. So think of like a column you might see on, a Roman temple. It's that kind of a thing. And on top of that is something. Now, it is lit by a radiant, pulsing, magical light that almost breathes like a heartbeat. And sitting on top of it is a glowing green crystal that curves a bit like a handle.
I'm gonna touch it.
Isaiah.
I am gonna sprint over and grab the crystal before anybody else does.
Never do that!
Run!
If you watched Indiana Jones, never do that.
Okay, so I need for you to
Indiana
roll a d20 to see what. Yeah,
Oh,
just to see
Doing
what happens.
that, could I get some of the gems?
Yeah, let's just see what he rolls.
13.
Okay, so with a 13, you that's fine. So you run to the center, and you're standing in front of the thing, in front of the pedestal.
And then I'm like,
Yeah, so you rub your fingers together. Do you grab and pick this up?
yes. No. Because she would normally never say that. Because. Yeah,
You're the DM and you're the one who's clenching your fingers
Hey
together.
Hugo, shoot. No, wait, no. I'm gonna back away. Hey Hugo, shoot Jen with your crossbow.
Okay.
So then if you trigger it.
some of the
I'll shoot.
Just let's play this out
I'll
first.
shoot.
So what do?
I'm shooting it.
So you point your crossbow at the gem. So roll a attack roll for me.
I have +5.
But it's absolutely
18.
Okay, so that hits. So what happens is that your crossbow, you point it directly at the emerald. Soldrin has wisely backed away a few steps, and your arrow whizzes past him, and it hits the emerald square in the center, and it the force of your arrow bolt pushes the emerald off the off the pedestal. And as it falls off the pedestal, a red light replaces the green that was pulsing, and a bolt of fire blasts down onto the pedestal. Thankfully, because of his wisdom, our cleric has avoided the damage.
Because whenever we want to pick up an item, you never have said, "Do you want to pick it up?"
Well, perhaps there's wisdom in how you listen. So the trap that was set underneath this has not has missed you. So, Ebony Claw, you wanted to say?
Two things. Firstly, I'm going to grab what's the most valuable asymmetrical crystal.
And Thornsley also wants to have a look around. So maybe.
And number two, I'm going to go classic run, grab, run to the emerald thing.
So what okay, so you can do that. You can walk past as you explore the shelves. I need for you to roll an investigation check
Both
for
of
me,
us?
please.
I
Both
want to-
Thornsley and...
You got you.
And me.
Yeah, you can all roll an investigation check. That's fine.
Investigation. Oh, I plus
15.
4.
12.
Ebony Claw?
6. No, 7.
Okay. So I need you, Thornsley, to also please roll for me an Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm good with Arcana.
I'm grabbing.
He's got plus 6 in our kind of rolled.
Does anyone have inspiration?
I should, but I don't.
Do you, Isaiah?
I've got calculated strike.
But that won't do
That
it.
won't work in this case.
Ruben, do you?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
But it was an 8.
So with an 8, this is what you see in front of you. So there are lots of little, they're kind of trinkets, bits and pieces around. Some of them you think are magical, or they certainly have runes on them, but you can't sense any magic
The magical one.
on them. Ebony Claw picks up the emerald, and as he does so, all 4 of you feel a magical energy pulse from within you. You don't quite know what that means. Now, what you see hanging behind the pedestal is a wonderful painting. This is in fact the Mona Silas.
Yeah. They got the Monas.
Okay, I'll get it. Yeah, we need it for our
Mona bosses.
Yeah.
So for our Mona collection.
Yeah.
So you can loot that if you like.
I'm looting it because I'm the closest.
So what you are looting here, some of this will go into your personal inventory, some of this will go into your vault, okay? So this is a giant painting which you can carry with you. You cannot keep it as a personal item, but if you loot it, it'll go into your vault. Yes.
Can I use detect magic to see if there's any like spell scrolls or
Sure. So do you want to cast that as a normal spell or as a ritual spell?
since I'll use my daily use.
Okay, yeah, sure. So, as describe for us what that looks like.
I'm a sec.
Okay. So what you sense is that there are in fact 3 different things that are magical in here. The first sense of magic you get comes from a thing that is it's like a U-shaped prong on a stick. It is, if you've ever seen a tuning fork that they use to tune pianos or things like that with, that is one of them. So what this thing does is it's called the bent tuning fork. So you've picked up this bent tuning fork. It is resonating with a kind of conjuration type magic, but you don't know exactly what it does.
I'll with that.
The next, so you can put it in your pocket. The next thing you see that has magical energy around it is a kind of brass spyglass. If you look, as you pick it up and you look at it, inside you see it's like water inside that swirls around. Again, you don't know what that does, but that's what it is, a spyglass. It has a little clip on the bottom that can be attached to a bow, a crossbow, something like that, a blunderbuss or something like that.
Blunderbuss.
The third thing you notice that gives off magical energy is oddly a wooden pod.
What do you mean by
so it's like it looks like a seed. So as you come close to it, it pulses with what you can only describe as kind of druidic magic or wild plant magic. Again, you don't know what that does, but those are the 3 things in this room that give off a faint magical energy that are on the shelves. The other thing you notice that gives off magical energy is the Mona Silas. And so those are the things that you get with your detect magic spell. Thornsley.
2 things.
First,
I'll do 3 of those
would I be able? So first thing is, would I be able to get some gems off the wall?
So,
I want some.
as you two look for these,
Same.
Same.
there are a number of different things that you find. Ebony Claw, you find a little velvet pouch. Inside, as you open it, it is full of really rough cut emeralds.
How much each are they?
Thornsley, as you look around, you find another velvet pouch, and inside are all kinds of asymmetrical fire opals. Gabriel, as you look around, you come across these sea glass tokens. They're a kind of currency that is from a long dead civilization. But this is a highly sought after piece of lore that is very valued in the Radiant Citadel where your home is.
You could sell that for a bit of cash.
Yeah, and so between the three of you,
What about me?
well, you've just pocketed all of those other things.
Yeah.
So between the three of you, these things are worth 2,500 gold coin pieces.
Wait, what about his stuff?
Well, you don't currently know exactly what they are, only that they're magical.
Second thing, would I be able to take the Mona Silas down to see if there's anything behind it? But if there is, I'm just going to carry it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can do that.
It
So-
might be like a treasure trove.
Yeah, as you lift it off the wall, you hear a little snick, and a stone that on the wall that was behind it slips into the wall and moves across and reveals inside a bunch of raw materials. Inside you find 3 chunks of raw Jade Spire residuum. That's a special kind of material that can be used to enchant
I'm
things
pocketing
with.
all of this stuff. By
No,
the way.
I'm taking it. Any diamonds if there are any.
I'm taking one of those things.
There are also several bars of pristine glass metal alloy. Now this is a raw material that can be used to upgrade your weapons,
Yeah.
armor, clothes, those sorts of things. And so you can bring these things back to Barnaby's workshop, and they can be used to add custom structural modifications to a crossbow, a mace, a sickle, or to armor. And so you can put all of them in your bag.
But they're not all for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna share them equally. when
I
we
need
get back,
something for my
Can I also
crossbow.
be carrying the Mona Silas? And
Yeah,
then I'm
so
like,
you
let's
can-
get out of here.
You can take that.
Is like the entire room empty by now?
Ebony Claw.
I'm going to use shatter right in the walls to see if there's any secret cave or anything.
Sure, you can do that. So describe to us what that would look like.
So I'm what is it like? I'm going to be like, kaboom! And then it's in the wall.
Yeah, so that shatter spell, as it reverberates around, all that you hear is effectively the echoes of solid rock. There are no hidden caverns behind that you can detect with solid rock.
Surely everything has to sell for at least 1 gold piece. So I'm just gonna say, well, everything matters, and I'm just gonna loot the rest of the broken stuff. And
Yeah, so as you take there's about 20 other pieces on the wall that you take and you loot, and we'll just give them value of 1 gold piece each. We'll assume that you can sell them at a shop back in the Radiant Citadel if you like.
so that's 2,000 and
2,520 all up, plus...
We should start a shop saying cold widgets and doodads.
Yeah, maybe you can do that when you get back.
Midgets and doodads.
And so there's one other thing that you notice. So the one thing that you haven't yet seen, but now that basically all of the loot has been stolen, is you come across a diary that is sitting on a desk, sitting underneath the Mona Silas, which has been taken off. Now, on the desk there are some blueprints, and so that's what you see as well. Soldering.
since I've got a whole bookshelf, can I nab that diary and add it to my bookshelf?
So the diary is currently open at a page.
I have the diary.
And so
Yes.
what I might
Where's the
recommend...
bookshelf?
I have a bookshelf.
So both of you have bookshelves. You live in, I think, the library, and you stole some library shelves to put them in your room, I think,
Yeah, I want
from memory.
I want the diary.
I also stole some library shelves.
Okay, well, you can fight over the diary at another time, but
We can have half each.
as you... Yeah, I mean, if you really want, you can rip it in half.
To the death, I say.
Yeah, no, just split it in half. I have a dagger. So I'm just going to split it in half. Shing.
Okay, so as you cut it through halfway, who gets the first half, who gets the second half?
I get a bigger chunk.
Okay, so you get the first half, you get the larger chunk. So as you flip through it, you come across a diary entry that reads as follows. This is actually a diary from
Silas's childhood.
from Elias Thorne. Now, sorry, about Elias Thorne.
Is it about me?
So it says, Elias came to me from the Verdant heart, and he was weeping over the rot taking over his trees. Now he was a druid that was entirely broken-hearted by change and loss. He was so terrified of watching his beautiful forest decay that he begged me to use my own glass matrix to freeze this world. Now whispering, he whispered that a leaf cannot change, and if it cannot change, it cannot ever truly die. So then I agreed to help him hide the emerald key down here to stop the cycle of decay. And then the diary trails off.
Does it it say anything about me in there? It's about Elias Thorne.
And
My grandson, Thornsley Shatters Scale.
Elias Thorne was the guy who
Trained
Fine,
me.
you have
Yeah.
the diary.
Okay.
I trained this kid.
I'm going to
deviate
mend it.
right
No, I'm going to
now
mend it.
somewhere.
I'm going to mend it.
Yeah, you can cast mending on it. It comes back together, and you can pocket it in your...
But is there anything about
And then I cast command.
Nothing about Thornsley is written here, but it does give you a sense of who Elias Thorne is and what's going on in his life.
But I'm going to read to see if there's anything about Thornsley.
No, there isn't. That just said.
There's nothing written in this diary about
So
Thornsley.
since everything is looted, would I just be able to go like, let's get out of here?
No, the blueprints.
The emerald key. Where could the emerald key be?
Well, the emerald key is that crystal. They're the same thing.
I grabbed it.
So you've got it, and remember when you grabbed it, some magical energy entered into each one of you.
So I think
So you've got these 3 magical items that you don't know what they do,
Hang on.
and you've had a magical energy enter into you.
From after we defeated what was his name? Rurik. What does the red key look like?
Well, in this case, the emerald crystal is the key that you need. Just accept that that's the way this plays out. Thornsley.
well, I have a few things. One of the things is you know how when what's the dragon's name?
Viridiana.
Viridiana said, you need a plan to get into the Verdant Heart. I think there's blueprints for the plan. But I also think, I think we should go back, but also with the magical stuff, I think that magical energy would let us know what that stuff does.
No, detect magic only tells you what class of magic it comes from, not what it does. For that, you need to cast identify.
But could we just be able to go back? Because I just really want to upgrade
I'll
the house.
cast identify for everyone. If Ruben can hand over the journal.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not fair. Identify is a little time. The diary is permanent.
Or Ruben, or I'm going to blast your face.
Well, Gabriel is in charge of this adventure today. So Gabriel, Do you want?
If you don't, I say, if you don't give soldier in the gem here, he has full permission to a level 2 guiding bolt you.
No, I'm after the diary, not the gem.
So you can instruct him.
And it also casts identify to see what this magical aura does.
Yeah, but you gave me the
Ruben.
journal.
Do you all want us to obliterate you?
Because I was gonna let you piece it back together, and then my plan was to cast command and get you to hand over the diary.
Wait, charm person on Hugo.
But why?
Charm person
Because
on
you're naughty.
command on you, Hugo.
All right.
Charm person, make a wisdom saving throw.
He is terrible with wisdom saves.
I am not wise.
All right. Angel Gabriel.
19! Okay, count it again.
How many times? 4 times.
11.
Yes!
But he has advantage against being charmed, I think.
No, that's Isaiah.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. So he's charmed now. What?
What
Tell
is
Isaiah
Tell Isaiah he must not. That I must not give him
No,
the
you
diary.
can't do that. That's not what charm person does. Charm person only makes you charmed. Not,
Yeah, which means I can
charm
suggest
is a
stuff.
No, that's not what it is. That's the suggest spell.
No,
Nah.
it says one humanoid you can see within range makes a wisdom saving throw. It does so with advantage if you or your allies are fighting it. On a failed save, the target has the charmed condition until the spell ends or until you or your allies damage it. The charmed creature is friendly to you. When the spell ends, the target knows it was charmed by you.
So effectively, in this case, I'm going to allow it to be a way that he effectively manipulates him. So that's fine.
Just
I say-
identify.
All right. So Soldrin is casting Identify. So you've casted 3 times. Yep. So you spend half an hour trying to figure out what these things do. You pick up this.
No, on our magical aura.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will get to that last. But I'm assuming you're also wanting to know what the 3 special things do. So the bent tuning fork has a title called the bent tuning fork.
Oh.
Now this is
That's not surprising.
it's a silver tuning fork that looks slightly warped. Now when held, twisted, if you like. Now when held by a bard, it perfectly harmonizes the bard's ability to sing or play an instrument. It also harmonizes with the Anthem of Echoes, which functions as a kind of resonant focus on a bardic instrument. So it gives...
What does a resonant focus?
So that effectively what this does is it unlocks Ebony Claw's Tier 2 Epic Boon, which grants him a +1 spell attack and spell save DC. So it can be attached to his lyre, which is his instrument, and unlocks his Tier 2 boon. Now,
Alright, buddy, hand it over.
No, should give her the diary.
No, he just needs to hear what they do first.
Yeah.
the second thing is called the Scope of the Unseen. This is Ranger gear. Now, this is a brass spyglass with a swirling liquid glass lens. It was discarded by Silas because it distorts daylight, but it allows rangers, specifically rangers, to look through normal darkness and to spot a faint glowing trail of hidden magical traps or beast tracks. So it can be used by rangers to track animals or to spot traps in a dark
Hand it
environment.
over, mate.
No.
The third thing is called the Overgrown Seed Pod. This is a heavy wooden pod that pulses with druidic magic. Now Silas locked it up here to stop it from growing. It can be brought back to your base to permanently unlock a place called the Emerald Greenhouse facility, within your base. So it creates a kind of greenhouse where you can grow herbs, and potion ingredients, those sorts of things. Thornsley.
So, would I be able to say okay guys, sort out our differences back at the base. Let's go. No. Then I'm just going to run back to the Concord Crystal if I can.
Alright, so Thornsley runs up the stairs and out, carrying the very heavy Silas Monosaurus painting.
There's no bridge
Gabriel follows him out. Now, the two of you, that is Soldrin and Ebony Claw, how are you going to resolve this dispute?
I'll give you a tuning fork on the condition that you give me a diary.
But he said, but I charmed him, and he said, don't.
Since it's lasted half an hour, since Isaiah spent half an hour, and your thing only lasts for how long?
1 hour.
Oh, okay.
So, how do you want to resolve this? You can't leave the room until this is sorted.
Let's see. Person who has the highest charisma modifier plus 3.
Nope.
So why don't you let the dice decide?
Okay.
So,
how about
A D4.
So I will roll a D20.
It should be D4.
I will roll a D20. If it's 11 or higher,
I get it.
the tuning fork should be given to Ruben, and you must give the diary to him.
What?
If it's a 1 to 10, you keep the diary, Ebony Claw, and you keep the tuning fork, which effectively locks the liar from upgrading his epic boons from upgrading any further.
Wait, it makes me unable to unlock any more stuff.
Well, that's what it does. It's a boon specifically for that helps you grow as a character.
Wait, that means I
you
can't
can't-
unlock any more special stuff.
So he's on level 2, and then he can't unlock anything more.
Yes. Yep. So it will stop the progression of
Then why
Ebony
do I
Claw's
have
growth.
this seed? Because it won't let me progress.
But that's not fair! Dad, why?
All right. So shall we roll to see what happens, or do you want to sort this out?
Wait. I'll just give him the diary. I don't want the tuning fork. Get away from me, tuning fork!
Now the tuning fork is the thing you need to progress.
What? I think it locks it.
If Isaiah keeps it, he can't progress.
Oh, I thought I got the diary.
You have the diary.
I thought I
you want
kept the
tuning fork.
diary and I got the tuning fork.
Now,
as
if you
well.
keep the diary and don't make the trade, you don't get the tuning fork that will unlock the next part of the Anthem of Creation.
That makes a lot more sense.
Damn.
So, what do you want to do?
Just roll.
No, just hand over.
No, roll, and if it's a 1 to 10, I'll still give you the diary.
So just give him the diary.
Actually, no, just roll. Just
Alright.
roll.
What?
I'll roll.
This is a waste of time.
The roll is 8.
Okay, here's the diary. Just give me the tuning fork.
Here's the tuning fork.
Alright, so you make the swap.
Wait, what about tennis in my epic boons? No, I have the seed.
Hang on, as you exit out of the staircase,
I stabbed
your final ritual casting of Identify comes to an end. And what you realize as you step out is that all 4 of you have actually changed as a result of this character. And you level up to level 5.
Yes, finally it's actually on video or recording.
Is this the end or not?
No.
Yes.
So you can sort out what you want to do with your level 5 things, but we still have some stuff to do today. So in between our sessions, you can level up. That's probably not good podcast content, so we'll worry about that later. Now, as you exit then this atelier, which is where you go, you all this is what happens. So as you now are a level 5, Thornsley, in this encounter with a druid or a person, or archmage that was trying to destroy the wild, you actually, as you exit out of his out of this spire, you get your next tier 2 power unlock called the Swiftness of the Wild. So your base walking speed increases by 10.
Oh, so my speed is 50 now.
Your speed is 50, and that applies to all your beast and wild shapes as well.
Oh, that's good.
So while in wild shape form, what happens is that your silhouette blurs in bright light. So opportunity attacks made against you also have disadvantage while in wild shape. So that's your tier 2 power spike. Ebony Claw.
Yeah.
With the new tuning fork attached to your lyre, you have unlocked the Resonant Focus. It's a unique bardic focus for casting spells. So you get a +1 bonus to all your spell attack rolls and your spell save dice rolls as well. Additionally, your Misty Step leaves behind a deep bass note. So that grants up to 2 allies within 5 feet of your starting space a +2 bonus to their AC until the start of their next turn.
Waffle.
So you basically create a mini shield for them until the start of your next turn.
No
Gabriel,
protection.
you have unlocked what is called the Shielding Glare. So, when an enemy within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll against one of your allies, you can use your reaction to flash a celestial halo. That forces the target to succeed or to have to succeed on a DC 13 con save or be blinded for their next turn.
Wait, the
So
person
effectively-
is getting attacked? Or...
No, so when an enemy makes an attack roll against one of your allies, he basically shines a little shiny thing in their eyes, which makes them blinded for that attack roll. That's a once per day.
Wait, Teddy.
And then Soldrin, you have unlocked a grid of protection. So as you walk out, you hear a mighty snapping sound from inside your backpack. And actually what's happened is one of the locks on your Ledger of Legends has unlocked. And so as that happens, whenever you take out your Ledger of Legends, there is floating above it, like this gyroscope levitating above it. And this is a thing that casts what's called the Grid of Protection. So once per day, this thing will cast a shield spell as a result of all kinds of mathematical equations that you've unlocked in this second thing. So you can cast the shield spell once per day as a result of this. Thornley.
Two things. First, on the way out, where is the stag?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment.
And second thing, there clearly is no bridge. Like, if you go back about 3 episodes, maybe there's still no bridge. Getting us from the.
Don't worry about
I can
that.
just make one.
Soldrin.
Okay, also, with my level 3 having up, I have got this one called, which pretty much can turn anything or any item into stone.
Okay.
So no naughty people, otherwise I turn into stone.
What's it called?
This
Mold into stone. That doesn't. It's not.
it does.
Well, we'll worry about that at a different time. So, Gabriel.
I can attack two times per action, so I basically have multi-attack.
Yes, you do. As a ranger, you now have a bonus attack which makes you a multi-attack fighter.
But you can't
which is
do
a bit
spells.
exciting.
What?
You
Why?
can't do 2 spells.
No, it's only with your crossbow. So
And
you
my
can't
short
cast.
sword and my poison spray
Yeah, but
and
you
my
can't.
not
Not poison spray. You can't do 2
It says there though.
attacks. All right. So now you've got the emerald key crystal with you, and you're walking back out into the vibrant living forest. Now, as you exit this building, standing right in front of you, where the massive chasm was, where the bridge was, is the alpha beast. It is obviously a glass stag no longer. It has been restored to its normal furry, staggy goodness. But because Silas's spell is gone, it has been transformed back into a normal creature, I guess. It has also shrunk down in size a little bit from when you saw it last time. So it used to be, 10 feet across. It is now the size of a grand but normal size elven elk. Its coat is made of this beautiful shimmering brown that catches the sunlight in kind of a golden glow. Now, as you exit, it tilts its head and it lets out a soft musical call looking directly at Thornsley. What do you want to do?
I want to go up to it and then I want to establish a secret handshake with it.
Okay, so roll an animal handling check for me, please.
Okay.
Above like,
Am I good with that?
above Teddy and Hugo,
+3.
I'll give you guys your items.
Okay, so
Thanks.
very
How
good.
come if they both get items and so does Ruben, what about me?
Remember, you've had this book with you from the beginning, which they haven't.
Yeah.
So that is your item.
Got a 5.
Okay, so with a 5, the stag allows you to come up to it and sort of wipe its face, and then he snorts, and as he snorts, the steam kind of comes from his mouth. But that's about it. Now, do you have? Does anyone have a speak with animals spell?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you can
sure
cast it.
I do.
I'm gonna cut. Well, since we're obviously going to have another long rest at the house, probably. I'm just going to do spell slot, not ritual.
Okay, that's fine. So the problem before you is this giant chasm, and you need to get back to the Concord. But what do you want to say to the beast?
I'm like, there's this chasm. Please get this over with. We want to get back home. You can even meet my friend there.
Who's your friend? Who's your friend? Who's
The
your friend?
Falcon!
Other alpha beast.
Mr.
the
Squeaky
Falcon.
Pants, silly!
Does-
The elder bird.
Does he have a name? I want a name. Does he have a name? I want a name.
Your name is
Mr. Squeaky Pants. Come on, can this one please be Mr. Squeaky Pants?
Oh yeah, I have a note.
Your name is the Strider Stag.
The Strider Stag. Very good.
No,
All
the
right.
Hoof Treader.
Hoof Treader. What a great name. You can have
I
inspiration
like
for that.
I like Stag Strider better.
All right. So as Stag Strider, no, what do we call him?
Treader.
Hoof Treader snorts again. He says, "Ooh, I like that." You get the sense that so he bends down, puts a foot on the floor, and allows you to climb onto his back. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, so
No,
all
come
4 of
on.
you climb onto this giant alpha beast's back, and as you do so, he lets out a snort and says, because your speak with animals is still working, he says to you, "Watch this." And so the stag runs back into the building and starts at an incredible speed running, and he jumps, and he actually jumps the full 100 feet of the canyon gap. And as you do so, you can feel the wind blowing through your hair. Gabriel lets out a cry of terror because it's so far down.
I jump off and unleash my wings.
Yeah, so you jump off. As you do so,
I also do that.
you
'cause we
unleash
have-
your incarnation, and you spread your wings and you fly across.
I also do that because I have wings.
Draconic
now.
wings. 'cause
You
level
do have
5.
draconic wings as a level 5. I forgot about that.
They're made out of acid, by the way.
So the 2 of you jump off, freaking out, and you fly over by yourself. Soldrin, in your metallic armor, you have no choice but to hold on to the alpha beast. And Thornsley,
Fly!
you because you are a druid, you trust this animal implicitly, and so you just hang on. Thornsley.
I'll grab him. I'll grab him and fly.
Grab Solstrom.
All right, so you get to the other side, and that's where you kind of end up. Now, you walk towards, on the other side, you all jump back on the stag's back, and he starts walking across. And as you're walking down the road back to the Concord Crystal, you see, standing in front of you on the path, Lyra, who was the person who was working on all the little glass things before you. So, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna jump down there and shake her hand. No, I'm going to fly down there and shake her hand vigorously so it almost falls off.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Soldrin.
Wait, what does she do again?
So she is a tinkerer. You can ask her. Just ask her. What do
Who's
you?
a tickery? Wait, why was a...
Since you no longer have a job with Silas, maybe you could come to our base and you could have a job here. Or there.
What?
Okay, so roll a persuasion check for me.
And then I'll yell, "We'll give you good food."
Wait, is there an... I want to ask her if there's any villages around here.
12.
Okay, so with a 12, she says, well, since there are no villages around here anymore, and this is now simply a natural forest area, there's really nothing more for me to do here. So yes, I think I will. I'll come with you, O heroes who saved my forest. So, so she says, is there any room on the stag for me? Thorsley.
Then I'll be like,
Why not?
yes, there is. As long as Isaiah has to run off into the sunset chasing the stag.
All right, so
I am sitting on the stag's head.
Yeah, you're sitting on the stag and you're holding the antlers.
okay, so
That's your
yeah,
speed.
so
I'm
Soldrin,
Beast Tamer. Yeah.
so Soldrin positions himself right on top of the stag's head, holding one hand to each antler. Lyra hops on the back, and all 5, 6 of you start wandering back to the Concord Crystal. Now, you hop on the Concord Crystal. You can take a long rest on the way back. You get out to the other side, and as you walk back into your into the Hero's Hearth, you now come back with your giant painting, your vault full of 2,500 extra gold and 20 extra gold pieces. And with you is Lyra, who is with you. Now, as you slide off, you ask Lyra, what does she do? And she actually says that she used to be an enchanter. And so she says, well,
We're gonna hire one of those, but we don't need to.
you don't need to.
Yes, we can.
So you provide her a room next to the rooms that Barnaby, his wife and child have, and she sets up an enchanting kiosk, I guess, inside your base as well.
I'm gonna ask her if she can enchant my daggers right now.
Now, this is what you have options for. You have your raw Jade Spires Residium. You've got the pristine glass metal alloys. You've got your newly recruited enchanter. You don't yet have an enchanting room in your house. And so in front of you, you have 2 options to expand. You can build an enchanting atelier, so like a workshop for enchanting
Yeah,
stuff.
we can do that. Plus
Secondly, you can build your emerald greenhouse with the.
does that also cost
special
1,000 G?
No, it doesn't.
No,
We
so
have
what?
3,000 from memory. Cause
You've got 500 left, and you've got 2.5 with you, and so
but in
so
the vault there's still 1,000.
no, there's 500 in the vault. Oh no, there's 1,000. You're right. Yeah.
We can do 3 upgrades. Can we upgrade the vault?
But
Or to have a secret gambling room?
Yes, we gamble over our money.
No, I want to have a games room.
No, we can have a private jet.
No.
Just
No,
a private jet.
I've got a really good idea. On the top floor, we should add this big room with massive wooden doors and a nice red carpet. And then it's got this like big table.
All the moaners.
No, and then it's got like 4 wooden swivel chairs with like clever seats for 4 of us with metal like triangular prism things with our names on it. And
The
then
Hall
we've
of
got-
Heroes.
And then the Hall of Heroes
Okay.
with like a
we should
sign
do
above the door saying the Hall of Heroes.
Hugo, do you
and
think
then
we should do that?
and then and then we've each a painting of us.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Along with the Mona along with all the Monas.
Yeah, but we all
So we're spending 1,000 on. So we're spending 2,000. The whole of Heroes and the Enchanting Room. Is that right?
Can we make the gambling room
No,
or a
we
private
don't.
jet?
It's a kid-friendly
jet.
podcast.
Okay, so
private jet.
you spend. Well, that doesn't exist in this game.
Oh,
So
sorry.
you spend your $1,000 to build, or 1,000 gold pieces to build your Hall of Heroes, and you build your enchanting room as well.
Can we make a pool or have we already built that?
Soldrin.
But back to when I was sitting on the stag's head, I was just screaming, "This is very irregular and very illogical."
All right, you can have inspiration for that because
there
that's
a-
very much in your
Is
character.
there a pool or have we already built one?
There's no pool.
There's no pool. So,
Can we build one?
so having handed over the 1,000 gold pieces to build your Hall of Heroes and 1,000 gold pieces to build the enchanting room, you finally upgrade your base to what is effectively a level 2 base. And as these things happen, you have some downtime. You can go into your rooms or your spaces, or you can upgrade your greenhouse or any of those sorts of things. But that is where we will leave our adventure for today. Next time we will start to think about what might come next. For as you complete these upgrades, Viridiana and Whisper the Tabaxi reappear saying, "Ooh, now we have the plans." And that's where we leave our adventure
No,
for
not
today.
Whisper the Tabaxi, Whisper the Tobacco Sea.
Does he smoke?
Yes.
Also, can we spend another 1,000 gold pieces on a potions room? So then, since we've got a greenhouse where we can grow herbs and spices for potions, we should have a brewing room where we can brew potions.
Yeah, well, maybe we can start doing that next time when we have our next adventure on Dad's Dungeon Dude. So, around the table today, thank you so much, Hugo, Ruben, Isaiah, and Teddy for playing with us. And again, if you have been joining us online and listening to our podcast, we'd love for you to share this with others who might enjoy this. Really enjoyed watching our podcast being discovered by more and more people. So please leave us a 5-star review. That really helps other people find us as well. And share this with a friend. And join us again next time on Dad's Dungeon Dude.
And if you're really, really lucky, you might get a shout out on the podcast.
We'll see you next time.
We'll give you
Dun,
a
dun,
shout
dun,
out.
dun, 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 dun.
Dad's Dungeon Dudes.